Operation at Dawn We Slept. This is Russia round 6. Now it's getting down to the wire here. Okay, so we're gonna clean up something from the last battle. That is, there's some misrolls, and it's fine. It all works out in the end. But I'm going to roll a 4 and 3 1s, and this is the remaining German force that that's left. I'm supposed to take casualties to these ships if I roll well and hit something. So whites are 1s, reds a 4. Here we go. I hit 1. The 4 hit, the 1's missed. So turning this around to clean up the board. All of these British and American ships are gone. My assumption is you want to lose the destroyer because it's cheap. You have a cruiser in Sea Zone 112, and these 4 airplanes, 2 TACs, 2 fighters, flew to Leningrad. All right, Russia. Now's the Russian turn. Russia starts with $34. I just tripped over myself. Russia starts with $34. I purchase 3, 4, 5 artillery, 3 infantry, and a tank. Turning it back. Let's just get the formalities out of the way. In the eastern, in Siberia, they're not doing anything. Everything's going to take place over here in the west. I hope you can see it all. 2 infantry from Caucasus move into Rostov for an attack. And infantry and artillery move into Rostov for an attack. 4 infantry, 3 artillery, and 2 tanks move into Bryansk. The 4 infantry came from Tambov, and the rest came from Russia. A fighter is going to fly 1, 2, 3 and join the attack in Rostov. It has 1 left. 1 left. Put by the fighter that way. All right. There are 8 infantry in Belarus and 6 artillery. 5 artillery are moving into eastern Poland. 3 infantry are moving into eastern Poland, along with the 2 tanks. They're moving into eastern Poland. And then in Baltic states, I'm attacking with 2 infantry and 1 artillery. And that is it for the attacks. I'll do this. My sub is going to go 1-2. I'll take a pot shot at your cruiser. What the hell? So let's turn this around again. And that's terrible. That's better. All right. Let's get Baltic states out of the way. Let's start there. I have 2 infantry supported by an artillery, so that's advanced artillery, so that's 3 2s versus your 1 2. Here you go. And 2 hit. Your 2 misses. Baltic states falls to the Russians. Okay. I have 5, 6, 7, 8 2s and 2 3s going into eastern Poland. And I hit you, you're dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, that was a good hit. All right. Your 2 hits. So I lose an infantry. And eastern Poland falls again. to the Russians. Next attack is Bryansk. I have 4 infantry supported by 3 advanced artillery. So that is 7 2s and 2 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 3s. Going against your 4 tanks. Those are 4 3s. This is Russia. Russia hits 1, 2, 3, 4. Just what I needed. Your 4 3s. Wow, you hit 3. That was a good roll for you. I lose 3 infantry. Your tanks are dead. And Bryansk falls to the Russians. I'm moving these things in off camera, sorry. All right, last one. I have Rostov. There are, let's see here, 3 infantry and an artillery and a fighter. So that's 1 1, which is the cream, 2 2s, which are blues, and the fighter, which is a 3. Going against 1 tank. I completely missed. Your tank also missed. Fighter hit, and one of the 2s hit. Your tank hit. I lose an infantry. All right, so let me turn this around, zoom out so you can see better what's going on. Hopefully that's level. So I lose the infantry, I lose the tank. It is no longer yours. Take that off. The plane lands in Stalingrad. Boom. So, non-combat movement. I'm going to take an infantry, go to Nenstia. I'm going to leave 1 infantry in Belarus. I'm going to move an infantry here to Archangel, and I'm going to move an infantry to Smolensk. All these fighters are all sitting on Belarus, by the way. They're all sitting there. What is next? Placing units, and then see, that's it for non-combat, I think. Yeah, 4 tanks are going to stay. I'm putting 3 artillery in Volgograd. I'm putting what was I going to do here? 2 infantry. Yeah, 2 infantry in I call that Volgograd. It's not, it's Volgda. 3 artillery in Volgda, 2 infantry in Stalingrad, and 1 infantry, 2 artillery, and another tank. I'll chip that guy. Tank in Rus, Moscow. All right, turn it around because we got to do Lend-Lease. Lend-Lease. I started with more last time. I started with, well, I went with Europe first, and then I went to Pacific. I think I'm back to the Europe side. So here we go. We're in Europe. 2. I get a mech infantry. take it though. And in the Pacific, I get 1. And artillery. Ooh. I'll suicide it against that horde in Manchuria next turn. Come on, artillery, where are you? I know I got you. There we go. And more. All right. Let's do disposition and then I'll do money. And I'm going to go over the board just so that we're all kind of on the same sheet as money, because I've had a few rounds where I've been like, what? Do you really have that much? But oh, I forgot the sub. I didn't hit your cruiser and sub. Let's do that one. I did call it. So a 2 hit ya. Boom, dead. All right. And there is no more German Navy. Cool. So disposition of forces. I have a submarine in 112. I have infantry, mech infantry in Archangel. A infantry in Nenetsia. 3 artillery in Vologda. I have an infantry in Smolensk, infantry in Belarus, 2 infantry, 1 artillery in Baltic states, 5 artillery, 2 infantry, 2 tanks in eastern Poland, 2 infantry and an artillery in Rostov, 2 infantry in Stalingrad, an infantry, 2 artillery, and 5 tanks in Moscow. And in Amur, I have an artillery piece. In Siberia, 2 AA, 3 artillery, 18 infantry. And lest we not forget, the Baltic Navy, or the Black Sea Navy. I have a destroyer and a cruiser. Most worthless pieces on the board, next to the sub that I start with in Sea Zone 115. And I forgot I put the fighter and 2 infantry in Vologda. Okay. There's a fighter in Stalingrad. Money. So let's talk about money here. I currently have China's off the board. So let's move this here. I'll go here. This is my current money, and you can tell me whether or not I'm correct. China is off the board. France is at 6. Italy is at 11. I have 20 for Commonwealth. Britain is at 39. Japan is at 52. USA is at 53. Now during this turn, over here, Germany just went down 1 for Bryansk. 2 more, that's 3 for Rostov. Eastern Poland and Baltic states each are 1. So that's 5 that Germany just went down. So that brings me from 60 to 55. And then, let's see, I just moved it back normal because I was going to do this. Russia is down. Karelia is 1. Leningrad is another 2, so that's 3. Here's Western Ukraine, that's 5. Bessarabia is 6. And Ukraine brings it to 9. We're down 9. So they go from 37 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 28. $28. So 28 IPCs. Count that out. 10, 5, 10, 20, 28, 10, 20, 28. And for NOs, let's see here, Russia is at Siberia, Urals, and Ukraine. No. If I control 3 of the following territories: Leningrad, Stalingrad, yes, Stalingrad, Eastern Poland, yes, and Baltic states. So that's another 5 IPCs. 5. 2 IPCs for each territory Soviet Union controls that was originally German, Italian, or pro-Axis. And there are none. So I end up with 33. 10, 20, 33. And that's it for Russia. It is on to Japan, which I don't believe is going to go until Sunday.